Hey everyone, this is Ross and this is an update on the pond. So today I put in the final 2 goldfish, so now all 4 goldfish are in there, and the reason why I put them in so early is just because I'm going on holiday in a few days, and I just wanted to make sure that they were doing okay and that they were eating properly, things like that. But you can see them swimming around there, they seem quite active and happy. They're all acclimatized really well, so I'm very pleased with that. All the water lilies, all the lily pads have come to the surface. Today I'm going to be trimming off some of the dead ones, the yellowish ones, and that's hopefully going to stimulate some new growth. There's a flower just about to come up on that lily, and hopefully in a week or two we'll get some nice flowers on the surface. One of these lilies are yellow and the other is pink, so we'll have some nice yellow and pink flowers. The water irises, they're doing well. The dwarf water lilies, ever since I put them in this dirt, they've really shot away. There's new leaves coming up. You can see there's 2 there coming up. And then I've just got some Alodia crispia over here, just an oxygenator. I've got them potted in dirt just to see how they do. Because in the old pond I just had them floating, but in this pond I've actually potted them and I just want to see how well they do. I've had quite a lot of interest in the waterfall. It looks okay. It isn't obviously the best waterfall in the world, but I'm pretty pleased with it for a first attempt. Just give you a low down view here. So that's the view you kind of see from the house. I still haven't managed to get the waterfall foam. It's actually really hard to get. But when I get the waterfall foam I can seal in all the little cracks, and that will allow the water to actually flow over the rocks instead of underneath them. And you'll actually see water cascading down here. So it gives a couple of weeks and I should have that sorted out. I'll just bring you over here and give you a close-up on the waterfall. The turf's doing really well, it's went really green, and it's actually looking really nice now. The grass seed down here is actually starting to come up. I'll give you a low down view just so you can see it coming up. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks that should be a thick lawn. So yeah, I'll give you a close-up of the waterfall. I've kind of finished rocking it in now. That's all the rock's done. So I've got a few little cobbles down there. I've just got mainly flat rocks, and I quite like this rock because this can actually act as a bird station. So the birds can come down and wash themselves here. But I really like the effect there where it kind of bubbles through that rock and it passes over these cobbles. And then the finished desired effect would be for the water to cascade over this rock and onto that and then go in the pond. I'm pretty pleased with it. Thanks to all the people who were saying, just warning us about loss of water by waterfalls. What I've done to make sure I don't lose any water is I've got the liner right up the side, it goes all the way up there, so there's hardly any chance of me losing water from this. I planted the acer tree by the waterfall, and I planted a nice palm here, and I've just got some little alpines there. I plan to have lots of different flowers around this area. I might have showed this in another video, but this is actually LEDs, and at night when the waterfall is on, these actually light up the waterfall and you get a kind of nice bluish white effect on these bubbles. So that looks really great at night, and when I come to foam this in, I'm just going to spray foam between all the cracks. I'm going to bury this cable and hide everything, so that'll be great. I'm also going to plant a few bushes around here, a few creeping plants, some flowers. But we've actually had some mice at the bottom of the garden since I made this pond. So it's actually attracting quite a lot of wildlife, but not the wildlife I want. I'm wanting to attract birds to the pond, different things like that. So I've got to get the mouse traps out because my parents aren't really happy with mice in the garden. So yeah, the solar powered pump's doing its job. It's quite a good pump. It takes about 4 hours to charge, and then you get about 2 hours out of it, and then you've got to charge it for another 4 hours. So it's not too bad. The pond isn't very clear at the minute. It's just had an algae bloom and it's starting to recover. Often when you have newly set up ponds, they go through a stage where they have an algae bloom, and that's just the pond getting established. Hopefully the 4 fish will be fine in here. I know I did add them fairly quickly to the pond, but it is about 900 litres, so that should be more than enough room to cater for them. You just see them swim around there. So hopefully the water will be clear after I get back from my holiday. It's just going through a kind of this algae stage now, and if it doesn't clear up, then I might look into UV sterilisers, or I might get some more plants. I'm thinking about getting some more of these dwarf water lilies and just have them all around the shelf there, just have the entire pond covered by them. Or I might get some water lettuces, water hyacinths. I've actually got some duckweed, so I'll be putting that in very soon. But yeah, they seem alright, just swimming around. As I mentioned, I've just added 2. Quick update on the pumpkins. Here's the 2 pumpkin plants. When you last saw them, they actually had main leaves over here, and since that video we've had quite a lot of rain and the main leaves kind of died off, and they've actually started to creep over the lawn here. I'll just show you the runners they send out. This is actually a runner, and you can see, I think they're not actually roots, I think they're just little things, because sometimes pumpkins can actually grow up like fences and trees, so I think these are produced so that they can cling on to fences, things like that. So I don't think they're actually roots, they're just kind of like feelers and clingers. Pumpkin's actually got quite a lot of flowers now. You can see there's a flower there, down there, all over. It's got loads of different flowers opening up. But this one has actually got a baby pumpkin underneath. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's quite solid, so I think this flower has actually been fertilised, and hopefully I get at least 1 pumpkin out of these, so I'm really pleased about that. If that is fertilised, I think the flower will actually die off, so I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, I'll give you an update in about 2 weeks after I get back from the holiday, and just show you me foaming the waterfall in, different things like that. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye.